All right. So there is no rock, paper, scissors school. You don't like the music, acting, dancing school. So what kind of school would you like to go to if you could pick any school?
I would like a school travel once a month.
You'd like to go to a school where you travel once a month.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't want to go to school. You just want to travel.
No.
No. Where's the last place you
I want to go to school and travel.
go to school and travel with your classmates and teacher? Everybody together?
Yes.
Okay. Where would you travel
Yes.
to? Okay, the teacher says, this month we're going to travel. Paris, you pick first. Where do you want to go? All right, little Paris, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're fine, thank you. You look like you're in the North Pole with a fur coat and the northern lights. All you need is snow and a polar bear. Do you want a polar bear? A
No.
polar. You don't want a polar bear walking around behind you? No.
No.
Would that be so cool? As long as there's a big window so the polar bear can't come and get you. Okay. All right. So I think we got this done. I was hoping I could play a video in the admin for the other students before the test, but I'm still learning how to use this. So we're on our own. So we're going to do our test today, our interests 4 test, and then you're going to have your holiday, and then we'll finish the last couple of lessons after the holiday. So, are you ready to start?
Yes.
You're sure? Where's your sister? Is she hiding behind that green screen behind?
No, she is in the living room.
Living room? What's a living room?
Living room.
Oh, living room. Living room. Okay. I got it. All right. Okay, let's get started because we have a bit of a late start here. Okay, Snowsuit, here we go. We're going to do part 1, social interaction, and our first topic is going to be about meals of the day. Are you ready, Snowsuit?
Yes.
Oh, you're a snowsuit because you get the furry hood because it's cold there, I know. Yeah, I have to send you to the breakout room. That's how I sent it up. So I'm learning. So let's do it. Our first question today about meals, right, is what is the first meal of the day?
The first meal of the day is breakfast.
That's right, breakfast. So now I want you to tell me what you usually have for breakfast. What do you normally eat? What do you like at breakfast?
I usually eat bread, noodles,
Bread, noodles,
and milk.
and milk. Milk. Okay, so almost every day, noodles, bread, and milk?
No.
Rarely, just sometimes?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have breakfast every day?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so bread, noodles and milk, is that your favorite?
My favorite is bread and milk, not noodle.
Oh, just the bread and the milk. I bet the bread is all sugary and stuff too. Not the kind of bread I like to eat, but that's okay. So you said rarely, that means only sometimes. So what did you have for breakfast today? Oh, no.
I have bread and milk.
Oh, so today you did have bread and noodles. Oh, you're freezing. Poor girl, you're freezing. You're freezing. You're freezing. It's really cold there. It's so cold the computer's freezing.
Yes.
All right.
I see you falling.
I'm frozen too. Me too.
Yes.
Oh, see, on my camera, I'm moving and dancing, and you're going. You're frozen. Oh, but your sky is moving, but you're not. Okay, now you're moving. All right. Second question. What is the meal we have in the middle of the day?
We middle meal
Balls.
is
What do we call the meal
um
at 12 o'clock? What do we call that meal? It's not meatballs. Not what you eat. What do we call it? In the morning, it's
brunch.
oh, brunch. Okay, that's really close.
Brunch
Or lunch.
or lunch.
Yeah, like. Where's my blue pen? Here's my blue pen. Okay, so example. Let's say bread is breakfast in the morning. Yeah, 7 a.m., 6
Yes.
p.m. And let's say you go to school and now this is lunch, 12 o'clock. All right. So if you have brunch, or if you have breakfast, then the next meal will be lunch. Okay. But if you don't have breakfast and you wait and you wait and you wait, and then you have lunch and breakfast together, then bruh for breakfast, lunch, unch, brunch. It's breakfast and lunch together, only one meal, and then you eat later. So you have breakfast and lunch, or together, brunch.
Brunch.
Yeah, brunch is both together. So sometimes on Sundays, you don't eat
Do
at home.
you have brunch? Do
Normally,
you have brunch often?
no, not often. Sometimes on Sunday, we won't have breakfast and we won't have lunch. We'll go to a hotel where they have a buffet, lots of food that you can pick. And there's soups and bread and toast and bacon and omelets and many things. And then we have one meal, as much as you can eat, and that is brunch. That's breakfast and lunch together. Sometimes.
Brunch.
That's brunch. Yeah, but I was looking for lunch was the right answer. The meal at midday. Midday is when the sun is up. It's lunchtime, the beginning of the afternoon. Okay, number 3. What is the last meal of the day? What is the last meal of the day for you? Now, there could be a couple of answers
The
here.
last meal of the day is dinner.
Okay, yeah. And for Vietnamese and Canadians, it would be dinner because it would be the main meal, right? You get up, you have breakfast, you go to school, you have lunch at school, or you walk home and have lunch, you go back to school, you come home, and then you have a dinner with mom and dad and your brother and sister and everybody, grandma, grandpa, and you eat together. That's the big meal. The big meal of the day is dinner. But in our lesson, we talked about breakfast, lunch, and supper. Supper is the evening meal. Remember that one? Not super. This has 2 P's. Supper. Do you remember?
Supper.
Yeah, breakfast, lunch, supper.
No.
Unbelievable. But some countries, especially from what I understand, Spain and the Mediterranean, Italy, those places in Southern Europe, they often, this is what I understand, often have the big meal at lunchtime in the afternoon. And then in the evening, they have a supper. It's a smaller meal. It's kind of like dinner and lunch change. So breakfast, dinner, and supper. Some places it's like that. That's how I eat. I teach in the morning, I work in my office in the day, and then in the evening I do other projects. So I usually have my dinner, the big meal, at 12 in the middle of the day. And then at night, I just eat a little bit. So normally, so we remember, breakfast, lunch, supper. But your big meal, whichever one it is, lunch or supper, that can be your dinner, because that's the big one. That's why when you go to a restaurant, we don't say we're going to the restaurant for, well, not normally. We don't say we're going for supper at the restaurant or we're going for lunch at the supper. We often say we're going for dinner at the restaurant because usually it's a big meal with friends and family, right?
Right.
So that's why we call it a dinner. We're going out to dinner tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Enough of that one. That was just a warm up to get our tongue exercised. Ready? It must
Yes.
be really cold. You keep freezing. We're going to go to topic 2 now. Boom.